Good evening, this is the August 9th meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. First up, we have a, extension for Nasser Commons, requested by Mr. DeLuca. And let's just see here. Yeah, it's a one-year extension,
It's the second one.
second one, so I have no problem with that. Anyone else have a problem with it?
No?
Okay, let's hear a motion.
I make a motion that we grant and put on the floor the one-year extension for Nazar.
Second.
All right. Mr. Seabrook?
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire?
Aye.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mrs. Worthington?
Aye.
And I vote aye, so that has been officially said okay. All right, go ahead, kiddo, might as well read it in.
Okay, appeal number 2018-38, Miriam Villavicencio, 111 Sweezy Avenue, Riverhead, tax map number 600-128-23, IC zoning for variances and or relief from chapter 301, section 222E, where the proposed addition is 2.1 feet from the property line and the minimum required is 30 feet.
Young lady, if you just step up. Just pull that microphone down too, or do you? You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State your name and your address.
Miriam Villavicencio, 111 Sweezy Avenue, Riverhead, New York, 11901.
All right. I think the board members have a few questions for you, so either one can start.
I would like to just ask you, how did you start building without a permit? What was the mindset there?
My husband started building, actually I know we have to get the permit first, and start building the rooms,
So he just decided to start building?
yes, and I'm sorry about that.
You know, and then looking at the plans, the proposed laundry room and the proposed playroom, you have to walk through bedrooms to get to those staircases?
For upstairs, yes. For downstairs, no, he's planning to do, separate door in the back. like a-
Well, it said, the plan that you submitted has an existing bedroom 3 that's attached to the proposed laundry room.
Uh-huh,
So you gotta walk through that bedroom to get to the hallway.
yes,
And then on the second floor, you have the proposed playroom, which is attached to the master bedroom, which you have to walk through to get to the living room and the kitchen area.
yes,
So both floors, you have to walk through bedrooms to get to the rest of the house.
so, yes,
Well, I'm looking at the proposed laundry room, you have an outside entrance, but there's no way to access the first floor to any of the rooms on the first floor. Why would you do that? Are you thinking of putting another kitchen in?
no,
Down the road?
I'm not even used to the kitchen I have.
Or you eat out all the time? Do you live there? Is that your primary residence?
I live in there, but we have a deli, so we don't cook.
What?
We have a deli, so we don't cook at home.
So, but it appears to me on the plans that you're gonna have separate entrance, that you'd be renting it out to somebody else. That's the way it's looking to me. It
No, we're
doesn't
not
look like
gonna
it's.
rent it because it's where we live, with the kids. We don't want, I don't want people.
Right, but why is there no access to the laundry room from the first floor?
Because the way the house, that house is, it doesn't, it doesn't have, there isn't any way we can open another door to go into the, to the laundry room.
So your husband didn't think this out? I would assume the plans were done after he did the construction, correct?
Yes,
So he was just going by what he had in his mind.
in his mind.
Also, the plans are not stamped by a licensed architect. This is a drafting consulting company that produced these plans for you. I mean, cause I see a lot of things wrong with the plans, and I just wanna know if there's an architect on record that's prepared these, or that's.
Yeah,
wrong with
his
the
name
stamp?
is Esteban Lopez. He is licensed.
What's his name?
Esteban Lopez.
Cause it's done by, Arvent Consulting, the drafting, or Arkey Construction.
Yeah, that's the name of his company,
He's an architect, a licensed architect, are you sure
Yes.
about that?
yes.
So if these are as-built plans, because it's already built, or most of it's built, and you got a stop work order, he did not stamp the plans, correct? He did not put his stamp on it.
I have, the plans, he gave it to us, like big plans. Those are stamped by him.
Okay, so
I-
do you have them with you?
I have it on the car.
Okay, can we see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll take a timeout.
Okay.
Thanks.
What do the Yankees playing tonight, or does he get the night off?
Texas Rangers.
Yeah, you- well, because they designed a set of stairs here, and the way the building code is, you can't access a room without a hallway, you can't go through a bedroom
No,
to,
you
Right.
can't, yeah,
that's
so there's no licensed architect here, I don't believe.
well, I don't know how he could draw that and stamp it, because.
Yeah, unless he designed something else than what we're seeing here.
The stairs, the stairwell is probably framed in, but you know, I don't know what their plans are, honestly, but,
This is nothing,
what's that?
this is nothing, this is the side of the house.
That's the side yard right here. This is this yard right here.
So this, they would have to make, well, what's it?
I mean, they could make a corridor,
Yeah,
build a corridor to go around that, but, you know.
That's not what they're showing.
no, we're
No,
just,
I know, but the plans, I'm
Yeah.
saying the way to resolve it, not that I'm looking to resolve their problems,
Yeah.
that's the architect's job. But I'm making a point that it can be done that way, but they would have to shorten up the size of the bedroom, I mean, it's a pretty good sized
and then
bedroom.
close,
Well,
they should,
if there's an entrance through the outside through here, and it's accessible through the whole apartment, or house, as they say, I find it strange that the house is kind of upside down, because there's no kitchen on the first floor, and they're showing a kitchen on the second floor, somewhere in here.
Well, we'll get one thing done. I make a motion to accept the minutes of the last meeting.
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
aye,
Aye. Yeah.
I'm right,
I could put them on the table there.
thank you.
You wanna open them on the table, Frank, or you wanna look them?
Yeah, why don't you two guys check them out on the table, I think it'd be, it's pretty big. Professionals do their work.
you have no intentions to add a second family
No, we don't,
with separate entrances?
no,
And you're not gonna rent it out to other,
we're not gonna rent it out, I mean, we can, you know, you can come in any time and check, you know, we're not gonna do anything like rent to somebody else, you know,
that
or.
would be the building inspector's job to do that. But
Yeah.
our job is to make sure this variance is done correctly
Yeah, we're not planning
for
to
the
do
right
it.
purposes. So, I don't have any other questions, Mr. Chairman, but I certainly would,
Can I, ask how many properties you own in the town?
3,
3 properties?
yes.
Cause I'm,
What are they?
excuse me,
What kind of properties?
what kind of properties?
House,
3 residential properties?
yes.
so you rent them? You
Uh,
rent them out,
My family lives in,
all
the house.
3?
I mean, 3 with the 111 Swayze where I live, with my husband and my kids.
So who
And-
would the other 3, who's in the other 3 houses?
And the other, that's the first house. The second house lives my sister with her you know, her husband,
And they
and-
pay you rent?
yes.
Okay,
And the third house lives my husband, brother, you know, my brother-in-law with his family too.
so you and your husband have financed 3 other houses or 2 other houses?
2
Two.
of them.
So 3 total.
So-
3
so
all
you-
two, yeah,
You
Yeah.
finance those 2 houses and own them by deed,
yes,
and you collect rent from them?
yes,
Okay. And you have rental permits for those?
I do,
Good,
yes.
that's what I wanted to hear,
Yeah, we get it from,
the building department.
yeah, Mark, he knows, so, you know, he come and inspect and he can
Okay.
get permits, yes.
All right, there'll be any, you guys have any other questions? Well, Mr. Chairman, I move that, we close the meeting and that we do a reserved decision. What date, I don't know yet.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's make a motion and let's have a second.
I just made the motion.
Second,
Let's have a second.
second,
Second.
All right. Mr. Seabrook,
Aye?
Mr. Whitmire,
Aye.
Ms. Worthington,
aye.
Mr. Barnes,
Aye.
and I vote aye. So at the next meeting, we'll have a decision for you.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't
Thank you
know
very
if
much.
it'll be the next meeting, Mr. Chairman.
All right,
I think we need to give our council a little time to
okay.
sort through the minutes and understand.
All right,
You know,
make it the
so-
first September meeting then.
That would be a better idea, give our council a little time to think through how it's gonna. September 13th will be the
Okay.
meeting that will have your reserve decision, and we'll vote on it that night.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Take your plane.
Please.
Yeah, you can take the plans, thank you.
All right, we've accepted the minutes of the last meeting. Is there anything else the board has to discuss tonight?
No, I think we have some other reserve decisions that are being looked at by our legal counsel, and I would assume they'll be voted on the 23rd
23rd. Okay,
of August.
We'll try to clear the decks for your homecoming.
thank you, I appreciate that. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye?
Thank you very much.
Chairman, you're. Larry,